the best way to start any live. So we've got a bit of work to do. So I'm just going to crack on with it basically. I'm just going to turn another light on to get some better lighting. And that hasn't really helped at all. But got some privet to whack in, another setup and stuff like that. We're just going to run through, do a bit of work, have a beer, have a chat, and see where we all go from there. I apologise if I miss any comments or anything. I am not very good at that at all. But the first thing to do is have a Malteser and have some beer. I'm going to run down me spiny stick insects first, because I've got to put some privet in there and stuff like that. I did put some brambles in there, but they absolutely annihilated everything. What? Oh, cheers. Chloe! Thanks a lot, Chloe.
You're welcome.
And I've got some stick insects there to sort of clean out because they're getting a bit grubby. But first, we've got to get the spinies out. It's getting dusk, so they're a little bit more active now. I should have really have done it a bit sooner. Let's spin the camera around so you guys can see. Literally, that's their setup at the minute. It's dull as anything. Let's see if I can zoom in. Can't we see any? None on that one. There's one of them. Boom. Do apologise for the poor lighting, guys, but oh, there's another one stood at the back. And there is another one. Oh, there he is. So yeah, there's only the 3 in there. So what I've got to do, I've just got to basically, I don't know whether to take them out or, yeah, I'll take them out. You can have a closer look at them as well while we're doing that. First off, I'll get that stick out. I apologise for the lighting. I'll see if I can get it a bit better, a bit nearer the time. But there we go. Right. On this stick of wood, there's one of the females, and the other one's just there. Spiny stick insects, absolutely fascinating creatures. I wish you could see it in as good a light as what I've got, but see if I can get you a closer look. How fascinating is that? And then straight down there as well, there's the other female. And the problem is, one's on top, one's on bottom, so I can't even lie that stick down while I do the work. But, see if I can get the other dude out. He hasn't got any spines or anything, so I should just be able to pick him up quite safely. Come on, dude. Out you come. Oi, stop being a douche. There he is. There's the dude. Problem is, now both my hands are full. How am I supposed to do this? Oh well. Right. Gotta get the water, spray it down, get some privet in there. Because these have just been living off bramble, but there isn't that much in there now. It's not that exciting in there. So yeah, I'll spin it around so you can see what's going on. Boom. Just playing around with some stick insects, mate. And tighten up their enclosure, because their enclosure is dull as anything. Oh, those two having a little tickle with each other. Problem with these is they need spraying down twice a day. Hi guys, everyone who's joining in now, thanks for tuning in. Can you hit the thumbs up button is what I meant to say. Now I've got some privet. I was going to get bramble, but to be honest, it was dark when I went out to get it, and I did go to get it, and I got stabbed. So I was like, ah, like a big pansy. Let's see if I can get some good foliage in there. I love this time of year. Everything's starting to come up out of bloom and stuff now, and yeah, it's just getting nice now. There they are, having a walk away. I think she is coming up to him. They're like, come to me. Look at him sat there with his legs up in the air. Huh. I'll save you the privet for another day for another stick insect. Let's see if we'll put him back. See if he'll go for a little walk. Straight away he's going. I got those two there still. You gonna go on there, mate? No. Ow! He stuck to me like glue. I'm gonna go onto that piece there because that piece has got a piece of stuff there you can eat. You gonna go or you staying or what are you doing? I've got a face on that one. That's got only a face that only a mother could love. Da-dum. Oh, the other one's coming to get him. Da-da-da. That one doesn't want to leave. It's like, no, I love your thumb. You're gonna go, mate, because I really can't get you off because I've got my hands full. Ah. But anyway, guys, these have got no names anyway. So if you've got any name suggestions, we've got one male, this one here, and these two females. Stick it in the comment section. I'd love to. Don't come and get me, you douche. You've got thorns on the back of your legs. There we go. I'll move it around. Where did he just go? Oh, he's on the floor. He dropped onto the floor. Oh, there we go. There's the two females. One there and one at the top there. And what I'm going to do with this piece, I'm literally just going to gently drop it there. And hopefully they go off and do their own thing and stuff like that. Ow! Spikes are on the males, are they? I didn't know that. So, there you go then. So, that one, I've always thought that to be the female. If you can see it, obviously they've got good camouflage and stuff. But they're the ones with the thorns in their feet, in the legs. So does that mean I've got two males and a female? I don't know. Let's see if I can get a close look of the thorns for you. Where is he? There he is. Right, they're both coming down to get me. It's a bit hard to see on that one. Let's have a look around on this one. Right, on that back leg, on the top segment, again it's a bit blurry, the camera's messing up. Let's see if I can drop it there and just get a better angle. On that back leg, there you go, you can just see the black thorn. See if I can zoom it in. No, I can't. Yeah, but there's black thorns on the back of these legs anyway. Let's try this one, see if we can see anything on this one. No, it's not matured enough for a black thorn yet. Oh well, drop that back in there. Now, at least they've got some food in there now. So that's them set up to an extent. I'll give it a bit of a mist down as well. Just to put a bit of moisture on the leaves really. And moisten the bottom as well. But that's them virtually done. So they're at their most active time now. So I'm going to get the lid back on there. Actually, no, I'm going to put that stick back in. Just like that. Bit of surface area for to climb on, but that's their setup done. Just a bit of privet in there for them to eat. So now let's get the lid back on with them, and move on to these guys. These are the ones I picked up at the Northern Invert show. All I'm going to do with these ones is simply add a bit more fresh food in for them, because that's all they really need. And then I'll get onto the babies and see if we've got any babies and stuff like that. I'm looking at going to the BTS. It's not really, I'm not a massive tarantula guy, and I've got a few, don't get me wrong, I have got a few. I mean, we've got one in that container there. You can see him in that back corner just there. I'll show him off in a bit. So I should, if I'm going to the BTS, it's really only going to be for the social, because a fair few friends are going. Let's get some privet in. Now the problem with this, there's 6 in here, and they love to escape. And all I want to do is drop some food in there for them. You see one there on the back corner, he's already eyeing it up, going da 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 da. Actually, I'll get some moisture on that paper towel while I can. See, look, they're all like, freedom! There's one coming out here. Come on, mate. There you go, get back in. Oh, God, they're all trying to come out now. In you go. Get that in there. And get this piece. Actually, I'll snap those two dead pieces off there so it would lie down a bit better. Just there. Again, bit of surface area from and a bit of fresh food. And I'll give it a bit more moisture to add the humidity so they'll molt. Because obviously these are growing species, they do molt quite often. You can get back in before I crush you in the door. I don't want to do that, thank you. And that's them ones all set up and ready. I love it when you put quite a bit of foliage in because they just become massively camouflaged. And there's one up in this corner here. There's this one up here. There's one just there. Look at him dancing away down there. I love it when they do dance. It's like a little defense mechanism when they are on the trees in the wild. They do that little dance, that little sway, just to look like a stick that's blown in the wind. It's an unusual defense mechanism, but it's so fascinating. Oh, there's one just up there. Look at him having a little climb. Right, shall we move on to some babies? I'll leave him just there for now while you can have a look at that while I just grab the babies. Oh. So, here we go. That was quick and easy. Let's go away. And this is my little babies set up. Literally just a live food tub. But there is babies in there. I don't know if we'll be able to see them on the camera. And I don't know why I keep saying but ayo. There's one. Again, dead difficult to find the babies in here. Just because they are so small. Let me have a look. Because sometimes they're there's one. See that one just there? See what? That's how good they are at camouflaging. I put 3 in each one of these tubs. When they get a bit bigger, I'll up the size of the tank and give them a bit of extra space. Oh my God, look, there's one right there on the back of the... look at him there. How cool is that? He's actually quite large, so I wonder if he's going to be going through a second molt. I say quite large, that's the size of my finger compared to it. Which isn't exactly massive. But yeah, there's 3 in there. So while it's up against the back wall, I'll zoom out a little bit. I'll grab... See now, I've got all this stack of eggs. All different species. And every day I just go through it and just to see what's what. Already... I can see a baby just there. So I'll have to go through that. That's the Indian stick insects. Look how moist and humid it is in there. But there's one. Again, it's got no egg attached to it. That's been out sometime throughout the day. I'll just spin it around gently, see if I can see any. I think that is the only one that's come out today. But yeah, there he is. How cute is that? Ah, brand new baby. This one's the Black Beauty stick insects. Doesn't look like there is any babies in there. They're fascinated when they do come out, so I'll show them when they do come out. But that needs a spray down because it's not humid enough in there. So take the lid off gently. I'm recently getting into the stick insects. I've done it before in the past and I just find it fascinating. But my little lad and me absolutely love working on these. Yep, we've got no babies in here, so I'll just spray it down, get it nice and humid, and then I'll stick it on top of this snake's viv, which is just there, right on top of the hot spot. There you go, there's our Black Beauty stick insect eggs. These were laid, if you did come up and see me at the Northern Invert Show, I probably would have gave you some of these eggs from the same batch. So when these hatch, yours will start hatching. Should take between 30 to sort of between a month and 2 months for these to start hatching. Let's get the lid back on there. Now this is massively ventilated and humid at the same time, which is what I want. Now this species, believe it or not, is another drunken order I got online, and these eggs are the same as these spiny stick insects that were in here. So that's fascinating. But these are only freshly laid, so these are going to take anywhere up to 6 months to start hatching. But they're fascinating to look at. Totally different style of egg, aren't they? I've had so many drunken orders over the years. You think I'd learn, but I never do. But it's never really been bad. I enjoy all these. Now in with these ones, these tend to mould, and you can't have mouldy eggs. They'll just kill the eggs off. So I've put in some springtails in there, and they keep the mould at bay. Oh. So I need some names for these two. As far as I'm aware, a couple of females and a male. Let's get that baby Indian stick insect out now. He's in here somewhere. There he is, tucked down in that back corner. I would not like to wake up in a different country after going out on a night out. I don't think I've ever done that actually, which is unusual for me. Huh. Oh, right then. Where is he? There he is. You coming out onto my finger, mate? Come on, don't be a douche. I know your mum. She's just as bad as you. Come on, babe. You coming out? You're so happy to go in a douchebag place, don't you? I don't know why I'm calling you a douchebag all the time. Come on, mate. Nearly there. Hey, come on. Not that hard. Hey, it's running away from me. Oh, come on. You've got a right attitude on you for a baby. Someone woke up on the wrong side of the egg this morning. There we go. Right. How fast that little guy is. Well, I've got to keep an eye on him while I open up this enclosure. But while opening this enclosure, I've got to make sure none escape from this enclosure. Just let him walk all over my hands while I do it. He's trying to tackle his way through my arm hair. Right. There you go, mate. You're supposed to come off me, not stay on me. Ah! Right. There you go, mate. Taking his first steps just there. Down the back. That's still nice and moist inside there. So currently there's 4 in here now. Whack the lid on that. And that can sit up there. And the lid for this one, I always keep forgetting to put lids back on, so chances are there's probably a load of stick insect babies walking around my house somewhere. Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. So, got a little bit of privet left. What shall I do with it? If you come up to me at the BTS, I'll quite happily give you some eggs, because I'm always giving away eggs and stuff like that. It's nice to for me to be able to hatch the eggs at the same time as you guys. So if you do have any advice, I could tell you how I'm doing it, and if you do have any problems, I can just quite easily tell you how I'm doing it, and you can just copy that. And it's good to do it all together. It's like a big community sort of thing. Right, so we try and find them again in here. Found one. One's just there. There's another one down there. And the last one is the small one, which is nowhere to be seen. He'll be in there somewhere. Is that him up there? Yeah, there's one. That'll do. But I've got a bit more privet left over from all that, so I'm just going to drop it straight into there. Bit of surface area for him to climb on. Hey, Supreme Gecko, how's it going, buddy? You're joining us towards the end of the stream. We're just coming and doing a bit of working out on the stick insects. We're looking for names for the 3 that are in here. We've got 3 spiny stick insects, 2 females and a male, and trying to figure out what to call them. No, you've not missed everything. We're still going to go, still going to do everything. For you tarantula guys, I'll show you off a few tarantulas while I can. Right, so I'm going to have to get the camera. So bear with me on the footage, because chances are, chances are the footage won't be the best on this one. But I'm going to try anyway. Let's do a little guess the species. Yeah, the footage is not that good at all. Let's try it from a different angle. Yeah, the footage is a bit bad on this one. Let's try and autofocus it a slight different way. Oh well, it ain't gonna work. We're just a couple of David Bowie Huntsman spiders. Absolutely smashed the meals last night. Absolutely annihilated the meals. Yeah, I can't get a decent footage of them. Let's try lower the camera down, and you might see them running around. Oh, that's a bit better, that footage. Let's turn this one so we can see one. As you can see, you've got one just there. Tiny little slings. There's one just there. You'll probably find there's some on the lids as well, or whatever. There's 2 in each tub. They are going to get separated out just when I've figured out how I'm going to do it without them escaping, because they are stupidly quick. And I mean, they are stupidly quick. But let me know if there is any tarantula gods, shall we say, tarantula gods here, and I'll show you the big one, the big tarantula, the white stripe, and you can give me some information on it, because I'm not a massive, I've not got massive tarantula knowledge. He's in that rub over there. Let's zoom out, and I'll lift it up a bit. I would take the lid off and show you, but he's right up at the lid, so I don't particularly want to do it just yet. I'll tell you what the proper name is, but I don't particularly know it. Let's give it a zoom in. And alright, the lid's only going to be off for a short time, so how beautiful is that? How absolutely beautiful is that? So guys, can you tell me what you think of that? But also, while you're there, I need as much information as possible. The setup, the temperatures they need, all that sort of stuff. He's absolutely gorgeous, but we don't know too much about it at all. We know it's called a white stripe as a common name. I know it's quick. He is quick as hell. The setup we've got him in at the minute, it's a bit backwards, but you've got points, but you've got a hide there, water dish over there, and I've dug down underneath the hides. He's got a clean-up crew, because I do everything bioactive. He's got a clean-up crew of dwarf white woodlice, not too many, and he's got springtails, and he's got a few baby orange woodlice in there as well, orange isopods. Have a look at that. Super, super stunning. Let's try and get you a better angle. That's not a better angle at all. Now, tell me, I suppose they would eat isopods if they're slings and stuff like that. Is that abdomen a bit large, or is it normal? To me, it looks a bit large. I only say that because we've had him now here for about, what, 4 days, 5 days, and he's not eaten yet. We've tried feeding him, but he's just not eaten. Oh, cheers, MC. Yeah, we can't get him to feed. We've tried him on dubias and locusts at the minute, or hoppers as the Americans call them. How beautiful is it? Let's get him over here. And I'll lift him up. There we go. While you're here, MC Exotics, your last video, your Leachianus video, that's absolutely amazing. I love that setup. I need to know from you where you got the black bamboo from, because that is stunning, and that'd look great in my Coal Sunglow boas enclosure. Oh, we've got old Nessie wondering why she's not getting any attention. So for those who have not heard of MC Exotic, go check out his channel. It's just coming back, and it bioactive herbs, internet reptile, and eBay. Beautiful setup, mate. It really is. What about the vinyl? What do you rate to the vinyl that you use on the background? Because I know you didn't do a proper background. You did vinyl as a test background. I'd love to know how that's gone in your experience. I'm going to put the lid on this dude, guys, because I don't want him to escape. So bear with me. I'm not going to clip it down because, or I'm not going to clip it down on that back corner anyway, because I don't want him to escape. Hiya, Ian's Tarantulas. You've just missed that dude, mate. You've just missed him. But Ian's Tarantulas, I know you're dead knowledgeable, so give us some insight onto this dude. I'll quickly take it off again. I don't want him to bolt. Anyone got any information on him? He's a white stripe. That's perfect. That's exactly his proper name. Give us some advice on like environment, temperatures, the normal sort of stuff. I've done my research, but it's nice to hear it from a professional. I say a professional. It's nice to hear it from a knowledgeable person, just to sort of re-incur that I am doing the correct things. I'm going to put the lid back on him because I don't want him to bolt, because he is quick. But while we do that, I'll move over to Nessie, because if she doesn't get any attention, she'll eat me. Boom. And while I'm looking at Nessie, I'm going to stick our hide back in. We always take our hide out for feeding times, because otherwise she just stays in her hide. So let's get that back in. Oh, I can escape. Let's move the thermostat probe back to where it goes. There we go. I guarantee within 3 minutes she'll be in her hide all coiled up. They're like a bit moist. Do you know what? This one has never gone into threat pose but because it's quick, it does sort of put me on edge for handling him to an extent. Now I'm not one for handling tarantulas. I just sort of followed the craze. Everybody says don't handle tarantulas, so I listen to everybody. I don't handle them, but I would like to just to sort of say that I've done it. You can see, check out Nessie's. She's eyeing up the hide. She's like, oh yeah, I can go over there. Go on, Nessie, you'll be fine. You can go over there. Zoom out a bit. Yeah. Go in. What about David Bowie huntsman spiders, or Sling, more to the point? I've got a couple of slings off the legend that is Peter Webster, and I've still kept them in the original sling cases that they came in, the little pill tubs. But they're all feeding well. It's just a case of I'd like to get them separated. MC Mac, are you coming up to Donny? I think Doncaster's next week, isn't it, or the week after? I'm surprised Nessie's not gone into a hide yet, but oh well. Come over and see me when you get there, Mac, because I might have something for you. I'm just sort of toying with a few ideas at the minute, but I might have something for you there. Just make sure you bring me a few cuttings from some of your plants. I need, do you know what? I need some advice off the bioactive guys, to be fair. I need a plant that's sturdy enough so that my Savannah monitor, my Boss monitor, doesn't trash them, but something that can withstand the heat as well. My Boss has basically trashed all the plants that are in there within a day of them being there. Make sure you hang around at Doncaster, Mac, because last time I only got to see you for a few minutes. Do you know what? Here's my I'll sort the cameras out. These are the setups that came. They're the two slings, the two sling pots anyway. They're the two that came with. Oh, they're the two. I will get my words out. They're the ones that Peter Webster gave me in those containers. Yeah, I've got air holes, a moist paper towel, and do you know what? They're feeding. They're at room temperature. Let's see if I can get. So now I've got one just there, tiny little slings, 2 in each tub, and there's another one just there. But they're both feeding. I fed them for the first time a few days ago. They both smashed fruit flies. I absolutely annihilated them. I'm just keeping an eye on them because their abdomens are quite big for the size of them. So I'm just sort of, I'll give them another couple of days before I chuck another fruit fly in there, which gives me time for my fruit fly colony to sort of bloom up a bit because it's a bit dead at the minute. I want to know how to set up the proper pill pots for these, because obviously they can't go in anything bigger because they won't be able to find their food. So I just want to know, what do I do? Just a piece of substrate in the bottom, that's it. What do I do for water dish? Do they have a water dish? Because I've always stayed clear of slings simply because I don't want to kill them. That'll do me then. As long as they're eating, they'll be doing fine. But they're all eating. I've had these now since the show last Sunday, and yeah, they're all doing fine. They won't drown. So if I can get like a small tattoo ink cup, put a bit of water in, a little bit of substrate in there, and that's going to be fine for them, is it? Do I put any a fake leaf? That's a good idea. I was about to say, I've just picked up these off the privet that I've just fed to the stick insects. I can put one of them in there, can't I? Yeah, a couple of them in. Would they be okay to use as just a bit of surface area for them to climb on? Will they even climb on these sticks? Are they a bit thin for them? I ask myself far too many questions. That'll do me then. When I've got a bit of time and I can concentrate a bit more, because I don't want these to escape. Um, which is that was the one thing I struggled with these guys, trying to figure out how to get the lid off to feed them, but not let them escape. I ended up turning the pill pot upside down, and they both walked up to the top, and then I took the lid off, turned it back up quickly, dropped a couple of flies in, dropped the lid on, and it worked. Yeah, cheers for all your helps with them guys. I'll get onto that within the next day or two, actually. That big Asamani hasn't moved. He's still stuck in the corner as he would be. Let's have a quick flick back at. Let's have a quick look at these guys. I find these guys absolutely fascinating. I think they're just Indian stick insects. If anyone's good at the proper names, there's its proper name. And FYI, there wasn't 6 in there. There was 9 in there. And I've lost my beer. Won't be a Northern Exotics live stream without beer. That's probably why they get better and better throughout the day. Anyone know what that proper name is? I think they're just Indian stick insects. They look like Indian stick insects. I'm no good with the proper names. I always go through the common names. Like them, Indian stick insects, huntsman spiders. I'm just going to call them David Bowie's. Got the spiny stick insects, the black beauty stick insects. The I'm going to commonly call that one the big mother thingy, hairy tarantula, scary looking thingy. Yeah, he's amazing with the stick insects. I've already had quite a bit of information off him for a few other species, mainly to do with the hatching of the eggs, because he's massively knowledgeable. See if I can get a close up version of that. Let's see if that'll focus. Let's see if it'll focus like that, because it'll be like, look at that. Get that white stripe line out. Now that is a close-up of the David Bowie huntsman's. Size of that abdomen compared to him. Do you know what? I've always been scared of huntsman spiders. Never really done much research into them, but since these have come along, I'm proper fascinated. I'm going to have to find proper names for them. Let's go back over there. Now, from what I've researched, they're like they get quite hairy, don't they? I never expected huntsmans to get hairy. I thought they were like big gangly looking things. Oh God. Where's the baby's gone? Oh, there they are. I cannot wait to see a P Metallica molting. I've got a friend who's got a P or had a P Metallica and it escaped. I feel so sorry for him. It's unreal. He said it's somewhere in the loft. Oh, there she goes. Let's loosen it off. I never thought you had a P Metallica. MC, send me a picture later. I'd love to see that one. Hey, up, she's staring straight at us. See, normally I get Nessie out because she is a broken royal python, as I say. Most royal pythons just ball up in a corner and that's it. This one's broken. I never see it balled up. It's just sort of comes out, it goes for a stretch. Oh, she's stunning. She shed about 2 weeks ago. I'm really starting to get into the tarantulas, but the proper names and knowing all the sort of stuff about them, it's mine. It really is. I suppose take one step at a time, learn one thing, and then get onto the rest. But here's one for you guys. Why is a pokey called a pokey? How did it get that name? Is it something to do with the genus? Hey JP Pet, how's it going, buddy? You've just missed it, JP. We've been going through a few of the stick insects and we've done the David Bowie huntsman spiders, the big, massive, hairy, human-eating spider. And we're coming towards the end of the stream. We've got another 4 minutes and then that'll be it. The broken royal python. Back down to over here. The first spiders I've kept were the right. I'm gonna try it. The Brachypalma albanus thingy-mabobby for things. The curly hairs. I picked them up from down at Seas a couple of months ago. I've got them. They've all gone through a molt with me, both of them, and I'd say they're juvies. They're about 1 inch big now. Yeah, I've got isopods. I've got none with me at the minute. I'm at my partner's house, but I've got dairy cow isopods, orange, the Porcelino Levius orange, tropical greys. I've got powder blues, dwarf whites. I've got loads of them. Millipede wise, I've got. I'm gonna have to remember this now. I've got chocolate millipedes. I've got what's the big black millipedes called? Aegilius or Giglius or something like that. I've got one of them. I've got some rainbows. I've got a scarlet. What else? Bumblebee millipedes. I've got a fair few, to be honest. I did do a video all of my millipedes, but it just really didn't turn out well at all. Yeah, I've got African giant millipedes. No, I don't keep any from the wild. I do go out to the wild an awful lot and have a look and stuff like that. But I don't actually go out there to keep the animals. I just go out to have a look, really. I find it fascinating seeing some of the various different colours and stuff like that. Oh, look, there's the new baby at the back. JP, you've only just tuned in, but we've had another one of the Indian stick insect babies hatch. I'm just having a look now to see if there's any more in there, but I can't see any. Yeah, we've had another one of the Indian stick insect babies hatch. Hi, Jennifer, how's it going? Jennifer, I know you got a couple of these guys from the legend that is Peter Webster. Have you fed yours yet? I fed mine yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? And they absolutely smashed their food. There's one of the guys at the top. They're really hard to get a good footage on camera. Ah, there's one just there. Right on the end. Let's go back over here. The big dude again. Let's see if he won't bolt, because I really don't want him to bolt out. I think this guy is actually making really good friends with Nessie. They keep staring at each other. He's absolutely gorgeous. He, she, I don't know. I'll have to wait for a molt. I'm proper in love with him. But guys, it's 45 minutes now. I was only coming on for a half an hour stream. So I'm going to love yous and leave yous for a bit. I'm going to crack on with drinking some more beer and cleaning out the snakes. Thanks for tuning in, guys. It's been a pleasure. If you've enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up button. And I'll